Going to put it now to Aaryn, who I believe asked a question at the time of registration. I know we were hopeful that the mayor might be on in time to answer your question because I think it might be a little bit more municipally geared, but I'm sure Kyle would still be thrilled to hear what you have to say. So I'm going to ask technical support to unmute Aaryn Willoughby, please. Okay.
Hi, sorry. I'm actually trying to put a baby to sleep while I'm listening to this town hall. So I don't know if you have my original question there.
Yep, that's no problem. I can just read it out, no problem.
Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to listen along.
That's okay, that's okay.
Of course, good luck getting your baby to sleep.
Okay, so I'll just go through what Aaryn wrote to us, Kyle. So first it was with regards to speeding in Bolton, but I think the issue that we might want to talk more about with you is the issue of vacant stores in downtown Bolton, and if there's any plans or suggestions to bring business. She listed an example that there is a cafe in downtown Bolton that has appeared to be coming soon for 2 years, but has yet to open. It seems like there are missed opportunities in our town and there's nothing to be drawing people to it. Is there anything that you can say on that, Kyle?
Yeah, well, I think it's a challenging issue right now, especially during COVID-19, because we're losing some businesses all across the riding. I hear every week of new businesses that unfortunately are going to have to close. So I think it might get a little bit worse before it gets better. Not only are it's going to be challenging for new stores to move in, we're seeing some existing businesses unfortunately not able to survive during COVID-19. Part of the issue with that has been, from my view, is the very slow way in which the government rolled out supports for businesses. When the crisis first hit, they offered a 10% wage subsidy. When other countries around the world were offering 75 and 80%, it took almost a month and a half for the government to realize that a 10% wage subsidy, when you tell a business you have to close down, is not going to allow them to retain employees and stay in business. So then they changed to a 75% wage subsidy and took another very long time to roll that out, made the terms and conditions to qualify for the wage subsidy very complicated, such that many businesses could not qualify. And the same thing has happened with the Canadian Emergency Bank Account, which is another way that small businesses can access funds. Again, the rules were very complicated, very slow to roll out, and it's a loan as well. It's called an emergency bank account, but in fact, it's a $40,000 loan. I hear from businesses every week who say they are trying to get these funds through their banking institution, and their applications are being rejected. They don't know why. They can't get in touch with a government department to figure out which one. They speak to government departments, and government departments say, no, we're not involved in that decision. You have to talk to this other government department. So the rollout for business supports has been very poor from my estimation. And that's why we're seeing so many businesses struggling all across the riding. For me, I think what we're going to have to do is find ways to invest in businesses post-COVID-19 because even businesses now that are operating with outdoor patios, reduced capacity, and other things, their other costs are not being reduced. They still have their rent to pay. They may have a mortgage. They have salaries, all kinds of things. And many businesses are struggling. We need to have a transition plan from this government for businesses as we move through the various phases. And that's one thing that we have not seen. The federal government has not put forward any full coherent plan to help transition businesses through COVID into reopening. Even now, when you enter phase 3, restaurants can't be packed. Other places can't. Gatherings are limited to 100 people. So many restaurants are still at significantly reduced capacity, and yet they have all of their normal costs that go on. Their hydro costs don't go down. Their gas costs don't go down, all these kinds of things. So we really need this government to step up and deliver a coherent plan to support our businesses as we try and get to where we can completely and fully reopen the economy.